welcome back to Mike Bassett F1 Manager 24, where our revival of the Larrousse F1 team as DS Larrousse is going, or at least it's progressing slightly. In Jeddah, we managed to hit both of our race targets with a much improved performance, although we did only finish ahead of one car, technically, on the road. We've got new buildings being built and upgraded to help with the team mentality and development. We've set the development focus for our drivers, development drivers, and our race engineers, and we've edited the pit crew training plan to try and negate those issues we've been having in pit stops. We've also got a second part being designed as I await the next ATR period, and we're heading towards Melbourne, Australia. I actually filmed these two episodes back to back in the hope I would get them in one video, but I slightly failed at that, so here's episode number 3. And remember, if you are liking this series, please let me know if you're happy with one race per episode, or if you think I should try and start squeezing 2 in, but keep the length the same. That is my goal, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. But anyway, towards Albert Park we go. Oh, we've got a response. What's going on? Just been informed that we could bring the upgrading deadline forward by paying to deliver certain materials via a different carrier. I mean, sure. Let's do it. Are we into another ATR period yet? Surely. Oh. Oh, you do a survey. Oh, Zuberi, I'd rather not know, if I'm honest. So, at the minute, Iwasa's unhappy. It's not great read. I get the vibe. The only person that is, is Teo. Great. Thanks for the survey, Zuberi. For next month's, could you f***ing not? Excellent stuff. The team hub is done. Again, improving the mentality and the attractiveness. This is good stuff. A preview for the Australian Grand Prix. Oh, do I not have another ATR period? Or have I just imagined that? Oh no, next ATR period is 40 days. Oh, I wasn't clearly reading that. Because obviously I got 7 days. Did I just assume that I was going to get like a new ATR period every 7 days? That's silly. Because I was obviously going to run out of engineers to build the parts or research the parts, and I've turned off the help stuff. I've just turned that off. Why? Jesus Christ. We're nearly done with our designs for these things, and then we're going to see how long it takes to manufacture them. So they're going to be ready then ahead of Japan, and then it's just about manufacturing. So we might have 2 new parts for China. We've done all we can do. We've got people focusing on certain parts to improve their weaknesses. Pit crew hopefully improving there as well. We're now ready for Australia and Albert Park. Okay, balanced circuit, and our car isn't well suited due to its low DRS effectiveness performance. What a surprise! So expecting a 2-stop, 50-50 chance on the safety car. It's another warm one with no expectation of rain. Let's hit the targets up. Teo Porcher, once again. No. I feel like he really needs this at the moment, so I'm going to keep him on 20 as his target. Iwasa as 21st again. It's low-hanging fruit, but I just want him to hit some targets, get some improvements in their mentality. Just try and push them through while we are struggling with the car at this early stage. So expected strategies, the 1-stop, or maybe even a 2, where we push the softs. Once again, I am going to sim through to qualifying and see where we end up. If it seems weak again though, next race we do, I will manage the sessions and see if there's any benefit from that. Depending on how those go, I don't know if I'm going to show you that. Let me know if you'd actually want to see it. But yeah, if things don't improve now, I may look at starting to manage those practice sessions. In fact, if you play this game, should I be managing them? would be good to know. Okay, much better prep this time around. Much okay-ish setup satisfaction. I think I'm going to tweak both of their setups this time. You know, this is exactly why I should probably manage at least one of the practice sessions, because then I can tweak the setups and then they can run them and then they can feel more comfortable. I probably should start managing at least P3 or something if that's an option. Pato O'Ward stepping in for McLaren in P1 and going fastest. Franco Colapinto for Williams. I wonder if... alongside Logan Sargent. Whoops. We are 14th and 17th. P2. Iwasa 14th and Teo Porcher 20th. They always seem to switch in P2. And then 15th and 20th. Right. Let's have a look at this. We're fighting with a lot of oversteer, and we've got such a low wing angle. Oh, I think we're getting good now at this. Like, that's getting all the stuff in the window of where we want it now. Quite a hefty negative tyre camber, but so what? Quite a heavy downforce setup though for Iwasa. And this is it now. I'm doing something to make... It says optimal setup range, but optimal for who? For the driver or to be generally fast? Are those the same? Dear me, I feel like I've gone so far off the rails with this one. Right, let's just revert. I'd say that's still better. It's not going to be as good, but it's better.
Green light, green light.
While Larrousse have never raced at Albert Park, they have raced in Australia at the Adelaide Street Circuit, and their best ever result there was in their first season. Yannick Dalmas finished 5th in the 1987 Australian Grand Prix. However, he did not score any points because at the start of the season, Larrousse only officially entered one car, and he was driving the second one, which they were allowed to run, but it wasn't officially entered, so he didn't score points. And I don't think they were even in the top 10 of any other Australian Grand Prix. They had a lot of DNFs, and at least one year where they didn't qualify. Right, let's wait for Verstappen to go through. In fact, no, let's send Iwasa now. It's not the best point that we've got him out there behind Bottas. Okay, I might have put Iwasa out in a really awful situation here. He's right behind Bottas.
So gap ahead is good.
Which is annoying because I think the driver would know, okay, I've not put you out at the best spot, but you can at least give yourself a bit more of a gap than this, right under the rear wing of Valtteri Bottas. I mean, bloody hell, another Sauber having to dive out the way. Zhou there. Okay, I'm not expecting much from Iwasa really.
Currently
Slower,
P7.
yeah, slower than Bottas. But he was in traffic all the way around. Incredibly faster than Lando Norris. Something's clearly gone on there. For Porcher. Oh dear.
That's a good lap, mate.
This is me bringing untested setups into the mix, isn't it? I need to stop that. I need to either not touch the setup or I need to control a practice session.
Pit lane.
Okay, let's have a look at car setup. 82%. Again, he's very happy about it. Porcher 90%. He loves the setup. So why are we struggling? I mean, Iwasa's 9th at the minute, but Norris, Russell, Stroll you'd expect to go quicker. Okay, we go on board. And he's quicker in Sector 1. He's surely got more. Again, Norris, Russell, what are they doing there? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. That's better, Teo. Very good lap, and that gives us a fighting chance at getting out of Q1. Almost a second quicker on his second run. Much better. The question is poor Chair going to get round to be able to do the lap? I think he should get round in time. Yeah. If Bassett to come out, and we'll get poor Chair reconfigured and set up almost immediately. There we go. Decent space for both of them at the minute. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So both drivers on their final runs. But so far, that's not looking promising from Ivasa after Sector 1. Or Sector 2. I was hoping for a bit more from him. He's only a tenth off the cut-off point. Although I am expecting Norris to somewhat improve, but he's struggling. Not an improvement, but 18th. Well, we wait for Sargent and we wait for Norris. Sargent doesn't improve. Norris is just starting his flying lap. We go though to poor Chair, who's not improved, but it doesn't matter. We're in Q2 for the first time with Teo Pourchaire. That's great news. Also, Lando Norris is coming in. And it's another big scalp. Last time, the race winner from last time out has also gone out in Q1. It was George Russell in Saudi. Now it's Lando Norris, race winner, out in 19th. And Ivasa has just qualified ahead of him. We're ahead of the two Williams, the Aston Martin, just a tenth off both Alpines and a first-time Q2 appearance. But Q2 appearance for Teo Pourchaire, very good indeed. We don't have that many. Yeah, we don't have that many unused softs. I'm going to use a scrubbed set to get a time in to begin with. Here we go, end of his first flying lap in Q2. So it's faster than Ricciardo. Surely Ricciardo will improve. It's Haas we're looking at around us, really. And we're 2/10 off Hulkenberg. The people we really want to compare ourselves against have not set times yet. We've got Gasly coming around the back at the moment. Oh, I feel dirty sat in the Alpine. No. It's the wrong type of French. Let's get on that fresh set. We're not making Q3. Although is that... Oh, this is the thing I don't understand about the allocation. Is this for the race as well? Like, am I going to have no... I need to save a set for the race, don't I? Because that's locked. Oh, locked until Q3. So that means it will become unlocked after Q3 and for the race. Learn by doing. Learn by f***ing up. Let's see. Oh, I think I've just sent him out at the wrong point. Shit. I don't know why I clicked the button then. We're right behind Gasly. So down in Sector 1. Might get a little bit of a tow down here from Gasly. Just hope he doesn't slow us through the corners. What's it going to be? Oh, it put us in the top 10. We still have Hamilton, Alonso, Hulkenberg, Bottas to go. Hamilton's going slow. I don't feel like Hamilton's on a push lap. Alonso, I think, is. Hamilton's come in. Doesn't matter, we are in Q3. Amazing. That settles it. I'm getting involved with the setups from now on all the time. I mean, Iwasa's finished ahead of Lando Norris and Alex Albon. Pourchaire's ahead of Lewis Hamilton. DS Larrousse are massive. Just you can't bring us down. Wasn't expecting this. Scraping a Q2 is one thing. So we do have this set of softs. Do we run a lap at all is the question. Because I don't think it's likely we'll get ahead of any of these. But I didn't think it would be likely we'd get ahead of the Hasses or Hamilton. No, sod it. I might just wait for everyone to set their first times and then we'll go in the lull before the final runs. Okay, here he comes.
That's P10. That was a good lap.
Was it? So it is Max Verstappen on pole from Sergio Perez. Red Bull locking out the front row, but at the minute, not a guarantee they will win the race. Charles Leclerc, the championship leader, in third. We are 10th. That's incredible. It's an incredible result for Théo Pourchaire, and that will help a lot. Okay, we are both looking at 2 stops once again. Faster strategy, 1 minute 15.45. But if we did that, knock this back by a lap, 1 minute 50.49. So that's still slower. I'm going to update strategy A, but I think we will stick with strategy D. Let's just check our... Coming a lap early. Right, yeah, we'll stick with that for Théo. Right, what's going on over here? I mean, do we have an extra set of softs is my question. Because could we not do... I do quite like that though, because it means finishing aggressively. It does mean managing that middle stint. So that's a 15.42 for that. I can't remember what the original one was. I mean, that seems better. I will stick with what it's saying for Ivasa then. I really hope that strategy is going to work for Théo though.
Brace yourself.
Here we go then. Théo in 10th, Ivasa in 18th. There's no upgrades, but there feels like there's improvements. Can it carry for the race? So remember, Théo can push immediately. Go aggressive.
Okay, now lean on tyres.
This is awkward into turn 1, but we're okay. It's going to be a big pushing afternoon. Pourchaire out the points already and immediately under pressure from Lewis Hamilton. I think that's fine. He's on the soft tyres. Let him go. We are surrounded by... Okay, no, we're ahead of the medium tyre crew. So let's stay ahead of these guys. I think that's important. Let's defend.
Let's make sure we stay ahead of him if we can.
In the meantime, Norris is overtaking Ivasa, which is fine. Hulkenberg around us. Trying to keep his nose in and defend it.
Still a lot can happen from here, just get back in your rhythm.
That's okay, just stay with him. That's all we need to do at this point. Meantime, Ivasa dropping backwards. Let's start deploying some energy in fighting back, because That is our only way, really. Good move, though, from Ivasa there, immediately showing that, yeah, when you've got the ERS... Oh, and Porcher is back past Ulgenberg. And let's deploy some battery here.
Think about K0.
Oh, yellow flag, virtual safety car, very early doors. Stroll and Albon have had a moment.
VSC.
And it's Alexander Albon. We can see Ivasa just ahead. Oh! And Stroll has just collected him. And Stroll has been given a 5-second time penalty. And he's in the pits as well, so it's a tough afternoon so far for Lance Stroll. He'll be on hard tyres, maybe? No, he's gone on softs. I feel like that's a weird choice, but okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
DRS enabled.
Both cars can go to push.
A lot of lows. Tyres are good.
Stroll is definitely struggling with damage, probably. Oh my god, the amount that Gasly's just pulled us back in, though, is insane. See if he can get back on the attack against Gasly. What's Gasly running? Also on mediums. We want to be sticking with him if we're on a potentially the same strategy. So Porcher is now getting back past Gasly, and I feel like they're going to just trade places for the foreseeable. And to be fair, he'll start to lose places now. I've had to turn the ERS off, because that's the thing that really keeps him with it. Although Porcher is doing okay. Now Porcher is getting a chance to break away. Gasly's having to fight off Joe. I'm sorry, Joe. Although now Joe is past Gasly and coming after us, probably because I said his name incorrectly. That is my bad. But Ivasa's doing okay. He's in 17th. He's doing okay amongst the pack. Actually, the person catching Teo now is Lando Norris, which is understandable. And he gets past pretty easily. But now we can at least get some DRS off him and go with Lando Norris. This is going well so far. This is good though from Teo Porcher. He's now in free air. He's not overusing his ERS. Yes, okay, he's on a push stint and we've got extra fuel to burn. Pit window 4. Ivasa. A little bit of top up.
We can go recharge on.
Right, let's go on the attack.
We're happy to reduce management.
Oh dear, that's well harshly defended. This is good. Okay. On to our first medium stint. Okay.
Just get back on it.
Oh, Porcher's trying to attack Danny Ricciardo at the moment, which, fine, but... Come on, good stop. Ugh. It's not the worst, but pretty rubbish. It has to be said. Porcher, in the meantime.
No more lift and coast.
Pushing hard to the end of his stint, and actually I'm going to keep him pushing on it because his tyres have still got a bit of extra life in them. So I'm not going to bring him in now, I'm going to bring him in a lap later, which means he has to do a lap less on the hard tyres, since these mediums still have some life in them. Right, let's not have you overtake at this point in time. Just stay with him. Is anyone else running the hard tyre? Yes, there's a few people running the hard tyre. In fact, Daniel Ricciardo is one of them up ahead. Here comes Pourchaire for the stop.
Now down to the pits. There's been a hold-up.
You are pulling my f***ing hole. This is just ridiculous. Can I scout for a new pit crew? That's f***ing abysmal. They are awful. Like, have they literally seen that Clarkson, Hammond and May are retiring from the Grand Tour and decided to put them in our f***ing pit box? What are they doing? Colossally shit. That's just completely screwed us. I mean, we're still in a good place to hit target because we're so far ahead of where our target was, but the fact that now there's only one car between Teo and Ayumu. I feel so sorry for him. He's doing a great job, but we are letting him down at the moment. Running okay for the moment, but Ocon is closing down on Ivasa. Pourchaire is at least sticking with Hulkenberg, but I don't begrudge him losing him considering it's fresh softs versus fresh hards. But he might get on the back of Kevin Magnussen at this rate, which is good. Ocon in the meantime. Let's just pause and quickly check. Ocon's on softs compared to the... Yeah, so that makes sense why he's pulling in Ivasa a little bit. This is the first time, though, where I feel like their race pace running alone isn't terrible. At the minute, I think tyres are playing a part. Yes, the engine's pants, so obviously we're not pushing the engine too hard at the moment. In fact, Ivasa, give us a little bit of top up while we've got the chance. He's dueling with Ocon beautifully at the moment. Hulkenberg has an issue ahead. It's about 4 seconds between Pourchaire and Magnussen. And when you think about how long the stop was, that is annoying, let's be honest. Go on, let's have a little bit of push from Teo Pourchaire to get on the back of Kevin Magnussen. Ivasa isn't getting dropped so heavily, and in fact let's have a little bit of push from him as well. And he can stay with Ocon, hopefully. This is the first time in all 3 of the races where I've been able to run it at this speed, where we've had kind of quiet stints, where it's just keeping an eye on things, and we're not kind of constantly worrying about battles, we're managing. Not constantly kind of keeping an eye on wheel-to-wheel battles, but Pourchaire is now closing in, even whilst he's doing a little bit of top-up on his ERS. Helping that he's been able to push on the engine a bit. Okay, pit window for Ivasa. The quietest stints we've had so far. I'm actually going to put Pourchaire onto attack. Because again, he's done an excellent job with his tyres. And he was closing in on Magnussen. Magnussen has stopped earlier. What times has Magnussen got on? He's on mediums. So he'll probably undercut us, but we want to have a good push here at this point. Just to make sure we're maybe in the ballpark for 13th place at the end of the day. We are going on to the soft tyre as well, which will be good for us to hopefully get on the attack. We'll have a little bit of a tyre deficit as well. So Hulkenberg is now onto the back of Ivasa, which, to be fair, it might be quite useful if maybe just defend this one.
Stay in front of him.
Deploy. Go, 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 go.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Make it difficult for him. Okay. Or don't. Okay.
Hulkenberg
So,
ahead.
next lap. And it's going to be a push stint to finish for Ivasa. I don't know what it is, I do just like it when we finish on either an aggressive tyre or on a push stint. So it feels like we are the aggressor at the business end of the race. It just makes sense to me.
Boxes lap.
Obviously, if there's an opportunity that you can manage and do a one-stop and then you just have to make sure you're managing a gap, fine, but we're not quick enough to do that. I feel like we need to be on the attack, and good work here from Ivasa to get back ahead. Now we're holding up both of the Haas.
He does have DRS.
How are the tyres?
Okay, we are on to soft, and okay, that answers my question. We're on to a scrubbed set of softs to finish the race, but fine, not a problem.
We're stacking.
I mean, this is fine. We're not stacking though, surely, because he's coming in at the end of this lap. Whereas he's pitting next lap, so we're not stacking. That's not what stacking means. If you're just going to say we're going to do one pit stop and then eventually another pit stop, everyone's always going to be stacking. Like, I may be part of the problem, but I don't think I'm all of the problem here, guys.
We've seen
Right. I mean, I daren't even watch. Please. Thank God for that. Okay, 2.8.
watch out on pit exit.
And we are out ahead of Zhou. That's who we wanted to get out ahead of. What is Zhou on?
So we're in P17.
He's on mediums. 3 laps. So it's very similar. Oh, and immediately Zhou putting us under attack. We are, though, on a push stint.
Joe behind at 0.7.
Let's push with the tyres. Let's go to neutral deployment, and let's hopefully keep him behind. We are still on. Always defend. Excellent.
Okay, Pierre, so we're...
This is such an important stop now, because we've got a shot at maybe 12th. Good work. 2.5. It's our first ever 2.5 stop. We are coming out behind
T15.
both
Car ahead is now Ocon.
Haas and the Alpine of Ocon.
Got Gasly behind.
We've got a good amount of ERS. We've got fuel to push. So what's the tyre offset now?
Bottas is the car behind.
Ocon's been on mediums for 5 laps. And then obviously the guys ahead are on slower tyres for a few laps longer. This could be good. This could be a good final push for poor Chair. So the thing now we've got is a lot of blue flags and people overtaking us. So, but Teo is already on the back of Esteban Ocon, and we're still not using our deploy at the moment.
Alpine ahead of you. Come on.
This is good. Vassar in the meantime back past Zhou.
And if we can increase lift and coast.
Wow, I am... Get me directing F1. Just cutting away from the overtake. I know I can watch the replay, but he's got the job done. That's fine, that's the important thing. So, the Haas's are just up the road on weaker tyres. And it seems like the Haas's are fighting each other as well. So, let's get some push.
Head down.
Poor Chair is past one Haas. He's had to slow. Oh, he didn't have to slow for Piastri. I feel like he did, though. Bit odd. I reckon we can make the move down here. Once we get ahead of him, I'm going to tell him to dump the battery. So I'm going to do it now. Go, 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 go.
Ahead is Magnussen. Focus forward.
Good move, good move.
Use energy.
He's still there. Oh, God, he's going to have to go into the main straight. Go, 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 go. Come on, surely.
Magnussen has DRS.
Belter. This is it now. Dump the energy. Get the gap. Hulkenberg has another mechanical issue. Poor chair, though, is doing exactly what we need to. Oh, shit. I've left that for a bit too long with poor chair.
We need to focus on the energy now.
But this is okay. We've now got 4 seconds on the guys behind. They're fighting each other as well. So we've now got the opportunity to try and replenish. In the meantime, Zhou is back ahead. Right, we're nearly at a point where we could be ready for Bassett to use that power and get back past. But Pourchaire is doing a good job of managing the gap now. I think there are back markers, though, fluctuating things a little bit. Let's go back to neutral. Right, let's go high overtake aggression for Ivasa. 3 to go. And let's start deploying that battery, come on. And immediately he's past him. And immediately... good, 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 good. And to be fair, we've still got the tyres as well. Gap to Hulkenberg is 4, so Teo could be on for 12th here, which I'd be very happy with, considering that both Hamilton and Norris, oh whoops, started
3 to go.
out of position. We've lost those 2 places, and I would say there is no one ahead of us that surprises me. The RBs are better than us right now. Aston Martin are better than us right now. This is the maximum of our performance at the moment, and that's brilliant. Brilliant from Teo Pourchaire. And Ivasa, much better from Ivasa, up to 16th. He's won his battle, I think, with Bottas. We've got a little extra push on the tyres if we need to. Final lap is being started by Max Verstappen. Well, to get to Q3 was a hell of a performance for Teo Pourchaire, but the fact that he's been able to only lose out to people who were out of sequence, really, Hamilton and Norris, which is a great recovery from Norris, but really happy with that. That's a great result for Teo Pourchaire. He should be very happy with that indeed.
Let's check the flag.
In the meantime, Ivasa
12, mate. Well done. Good drive.
comfortably seeing out the Saubers.
Take the pickup.
That was a good race.
Here's the
We
checkered
needed
flag.
that. It was looking bleak after Saudi. We got a little bit of luck in Saudi to pull us the right way, but that was superb. That was really great. So Max Verstappen wins the Australian Grand Prix ahead of Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez. Lando Norris gaining 13 places and getting the fastest lap. Slight redemption from his Q1 exit. Lewis Hamilton exiting at Q2 and getting back up to 7th. So solid work from him. We dropped 2 places, but considering the names I've just mentioned, I'm fine with that. We finish a lap down, but 12th. Best result of the season so far. And Ivasa 16th, gains 2 places, Really great work. Good fight with the Saubers, making sure we gapped them. And actually, we finished ahead of Alpine. Yes, we finished ahead of both Alpines there and one Alpine there. So it's not over in terms of the French off. It's not a foregone conclusion. No points for us yet, but Max Verstappen does take the lead of the Drivers' Championship by 1 point. Norris dropping back after a bit of damage limitation for him today. In the meantime, though, Pourchaire up to 13th, thanks to his 12th place finish today, and Nivasa up to 20th. We gain 4 places. We are now the highest of the non-point scoring teams, which is pretty cool. Next stop points. That's all that's left, really. But highest point of the season. Good work. We're the only team without points in the DHL Fastest Pit Stop competition. I think that's fair, considering at the state of that. I'd be happy if every pit stop was like a 2.8 to a 3 second stop. But there were just no mistakes. But there's mistakes every race and we need to get rid of them. And up next, it's the Japanese Grand Prix, which takes us into April. Lots of things coming up, though, in terms of we've got some completed designs, so we're going to start manufacturing our first parts, and we need to look at inventory and when it comes to changing over certain elements on the car, and also when to swap elements like the engine, ERS. So still a lot of things to learn, but we're getting to grips with things a bit. That was our best result. But again, I would love your feedback if you think the format's working, if you think I need to cut more out, or if you think I'm cutting too much out. Let me know in the comments. If you've given any tips, by the way, from the first episode, I haven't seen them yet because I'm filming this before posting the first episode. So if I've not responded to those or mentioned them in this video, that is why. So next time, I will have a wealth of information pouring from my skull, and I'll probably do the wrong things with it consistently. Thanks for watching. See you soon.